welcoming a special guest today, Ula Friedel. And Ula is a single mom empowerment coach who has so many amazing tools and practices that she shares with her clients to just really transform their lives. And today we are talking all about Akashic Records. Now, this is something I know absolutely nothing about. And so we decided instead of just having a conversation between us, we would share this conversation because I'm sure I'm not the only one who doesn't know what Akashic Records are. And this is something that Ula says can really benefit parents and really change your life. So, can you start by sharing, like, what is this? What is it all about?
Yes, hi. Akashic Records are like a vast library, like this energetic library or a vibrational archive, uh, containing entire history of every soul. So it is a very much a spiritual concept. The way I see it is this magical place that is looking differently for everyone who accesses it. Um, It is the place where there's guides and mentors and spiritual beings who can give you answers, can give you guidance on anything that had happened in the past, including your past lives, is happening in the present, or even possible futures, but possible futures. It is the place where when you open Akashic Records yourself or somebody opens them for you with your permission, only with your permission, uh, you or they can answer questions you may have about any patterns in your life, why certain things keep on repeating themselves, say when we see the same thing happening over and over again in our relationships, whether romantic or relationships with money, with our self-worth. If everything feels like a karma, you can find out about that. If you want to know why your relationship with somebody else went the way it went, what was the lessons in it? And mind you, when you access Akashic Records and you speak about other people, that would be only in relation to you. You wouldn't get answers about them and their life. Say if a person had to come to me and ask about their loved one, their beloved, or their ex, you'd only know as much as it relates to yourself. So yeah, this is all about you and your being, your life experience.
That sounds huge. Yeah. So, like, what led you to this work? Like, was there a specific moment or experience that you had that just blew your mind?
Yeah, I met a wonderful woman at this networking slash co-working event here in London who told me that she reads Akashic Records, and I went, "What's that?" I'm pretty sure I heard that before, but she spoke to me about it in some more detail, and I was really, really curious since. And once she said that she was opening up to reading for couples. So I signed up for reading for a couple. Um, and it was a beautiful experience. So this would have been both of us getting a reading. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. And at that time, I was playing with channeling. So playing with, and it was really beginning to work when I would journal channeled messages. And I thought, I would love to find out more about Akashic Records. So I started searching, and funny enough, I started searching in Polish. I'm Polish, and I didn't do any spiritual training or work in my native tongue. So I can't speak about spirituality in my native tongue. But I was very, very curious about it. And I found that there is a teacher, Akashic Records reading teacher in Poland. They have this whole school of numerology, Reiki, and Akashic Records. So I went on for the Akashic Records training and I reconnected with my people. By my people, I speak generally about Polish people. Discovered that there's the world of spirituality there that I didn't even know existed because I moved away to the UK so many years ago. Um, and I only just went there because I wanted to know how I can do it for myself, like with channeling. But as a part of the training, we were practicing on each other. And I had just such beautiful experiences reading for other people and having them read for me. Everybody reads differently. That's the best bet.
I love
Everybody's
that.
experience is different. And my experience reading for other people is very different than me reading for myself. Because when I read for myself, it just comes sort of like guidance, like information, very stern, actually,
Mm.
like this auntie that knows you so well, and she's going to give you all the wisdom. But when I read for other people, I feel it in my body. I experience the emotions
Mm.
really tangibly.
Yeah, I
As
really hear that. Yeah. Like I've had the same kind of experiences when I've been doing energy work, doing like the Reiki and Rahani. When I'm doing it on myself, it's like, is this even working? What's happening? But you do it on someone else and it's like, whoa, and you feel their energy and everything's like so powerful and it's just a completely different experience. And it leads me to this question I was going to ask, like, can someone access their own Akashic records, or is it best to work with a trained practitioner?
So it's said that anyone can learn how to access their Akashic records. Obviously, it is depending on where we are in our life with our openness, open mind, open heart. If somebody is very curious, they can absolutely go out there. There is guidance available. I think one of the greatest teachers or best known teachers at present would be Gabrielle Orr. She wrote a book, Akashic Records, One True Love. It does give you a prayer, opening prayer to access Akashic Records. It said that we need to enter with intention, with an open heart, meditate before, say a prayer, and enter. There are also courses that would help you learn how to access Akashic Records for yourself. And again, there are people who read for you.
Yeah,
Everybody's different. Some people just want to get a reading, just want to have a beautiful experience. Similar like tarot. Anyone can learn how to read tarot. But some
yeah.
people have a much smoother learning journey, right?
Mm,
To pick it up. And sometimes it just feels like a much different information will come through somebody else.
mm. I
So
think for
yeah.
me, I'd probably prefer someone to do it for me because I wouldn't even know where to start, and reading a book and learning, it's a lot to dive into without someone guiding you. So I think I would
Mm,
definitely prefer that guidance.
yeah.
For parents who do feel stuck in patterns, whether it's yelling, people pleasing, or repeating things like from their own childhood, or as you say, in relationships, things like this, how can Akashic Records help them to break these cycles?
So I think that with awareness comes the change. First of all, we become aware there are patterns and we are curious about them. And in Akashic Records, one may ask, what is this? Where this comes from? And often I've got goosebumps just talking about it. You can ask about where does this pattern come from, and you may be shown what had happened in your childhood, what messages you picked up growing up, what experiences did your parents have that you carry in your DNA even. It's said that we carry patterns over what the studies have shown that over 9 generations, I think, monkeys would have been scared to climb a ladder. Was it a ladder that anyway, yeah, it can show you what patterns have been carried through your ancestral line or what had happened in your childhood, perhaps something you might not even remember because it was too early or you blocked it out, or you just internalized your parents' behaviors in a way without having conscious awareness. Um, Realizing this, you may also ask in the records, okay, how can I heal this? What can I do What can I do to change that, to improve? And it could be any advice, anything from cry it out. You need to cry. You need to let yourself cry. You're not crying enough. The message can come because the guides would know that the person isn't allowing themselves to just release that, whether through tears or through anger, or, because anger has been demonized, right? But it is, guys would know that sometimes it is okay to just get angry, scream in the pillow, let that out because it did impact you. You carry it, it's still sitting there somewhere in your body. They would guide you to the best way to release that.
And have you got any like really powerful stories of your own experiences, say things that have come through to you that you're able to share today?
Yeah, I had experiences when I was guided by not guided, but somebody else did reading for me, or when I was reading for myself. Recently, I had a reading, and the person reading for me said that she could see me as this like a toy frog that sort of dances, and then she smiles, and then she smiles and she said, um, what I got out of it was that I am trying to I put myself under so much pressure to put a happy face in certain life situation. This was relating to a specific life situation, that I do my best to look so strong and look so happy, but on the inside, this is crushing me. This is making me sad. And it pointed out how this situation needs to change because it is depleting me. It is taking away my energy. Just pointed out how I am hurting myself through this situation.
Oh, and that's some awareness right there that you can take away, and yeah,
Yeah.
powerful. Thank you for sharing that so openly. If there was something you'd really want parents to understand about Akashic Records, what would be the one thing that you'd really want them to understand about this?
That we carry so much in our subconscious, and we pass it on to our children. We often, even when we are conscious parents, we are still repeating the patterns that we picked up from our family. Again, whether it be about the way we bring up children, whether it be about how we manage the finances, the fears we carry, and how we pass it on to our children. And so getting that information from a deeper source could be really beneficial to help you move forward. Because we all know as parents, we catch ourselves going, oh my God, I just said to my child, because I say so. For example, right? This is one line that our parents used to say. You have to do it because I say so. Or we push our child away. And we can find out what am I doing right now that is actually impacting my child's life, and what can I do to heal that? What can I do to heal that? What can I do to build a stronger relationship with my child? In fact, I had a reading for a mother once, where she asked specifically about her children. And without going into too much detail, she got information on how to guide one of her children through a difficult situation. Specific information about what can she do, what this child requires, what help this child needs right now. And by no means was this an easy experience for
Mm,
me uh, because
mm.
I feel the feelings. Um, so through the feelings, through the child's feelings, I could see this is what I need. I felt it in my body. This
Yeah,
is what I need. And again, I can't go to detail
yeah.
because of the privacy of a person. But
But
yeah,
that's
for
impactful. Yeah.
Yes, for this mother, there was a clarity on how to move forward in a
Mm,
very difficult situation. Yeah.
wow. And being able to hold that space for someone and give them some guidance here, like from their guides, I'm guessing. And
Yes.
oh, that it's amazing that you can connect with that and share that with them. So what a beautiful gift. Is there a practice that we could do right now? Obviously, we can't do Akashic Records for each individual listening in on this right here, right now. But is there a practice you could guide us through that would just help them just to connect with their energy, to just bring a little bit of peace, a little bit of ease into their day?
Yes. Not so much a practice as an awareness, but perhaps awareness practice.
Mm. Yeah,
So recently I trained in breath work. As you mentioned at the beginning, I love to train in different modalities, in well-being, spirituality, and coaching. So I would guide you through breath awareness.
that sounds
Would you
beautiful.
like to
Yes, absolutely.
take part? Okay,
Yes, absolutely. Let's do this. So, if
right.
it is safe for you to join in, if you have a moment that you can just let everything else go, if you're not, driving or moving around or something like that, then if you can take part, then please do. And let's begin.
Okay, beautiful. So if you'd like to close your eyes, if this feels safe, and if it doesn't, just lower your gaze. And by all means, you can do this seated, or you can make yourself comfortable and lay down. And just begin by breathing in a natural way, but breathing through your nose if possible. And just take a moment to notice what you're feeling in your body, whether there's any tenderness, tightness, whether there's any coziness. We too often focus on what doesn't feel comfortable, but let's also notice what feels good. The fabric of your clothing against your skin, the seat you are in. Just take a moment and notice where your breath lands as you breathe in. Without changing anything, just notice where it lands, whether it lands in your belly or it lands in your chest. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Just taking a moment and observing without judgment, without the need to do anything. And now I'll invite you to bring some more awareness to the breath and send it down to the diaphragm. And in order to locate it best, we can place our fingers just below our sternum, just on the belly, below our sternum, between our lowest ribs, and sort of lift those fingers with the in-breath. So when we talk about breathing in through the diaphragm, we often think of ballooning the belly, right, on the in-breath. But we don't necessarily need to balloon the entire belly. We just want to lift that top part of the tummy, just below the ribs. No pressure to breathe deep, deep, deep. Just a full breath without forcing any more than you can. And noticing how this belly rises. And as you do so, on every inhale, I'll just talk you through how in many cultures we are taught to suck our tummy in on the in-breath and push our chest forward, lift our chest up and breathe in through our chest. But that isn't a completely natural way of breathing. We do want to breathe in using a diaphragm. because as our diaphragm moves down, it massages our internal organs and it pulls the heart down with it, stretching the heart. And on every exhale, the diaphragm moves back up as we empty our lungs, and our heart shrinks that little bit, pumping the blood a little faster. So we're massaging the heart and massaging internal organs. So we brought awareness to the diaphragm. So on the next inhale, first, perhaps I'll guide you through a 3-step breath. So you will breathe in without breathing out, breathe in again without breathing out, and breathe in again without breathing out. But just in a moment. It might be difficult to wrap your head around it to begin with. So as you're ready to inhale again, just inflating that upper belly, inflating the chest, and then inflating the upper chest all the way to your collarbones, noticing how these rise, and gently, slowly releasing, extended out breath, noticing how the chest, the rib cage, and the belly lower. And in your own time, breathing in again, and through the chest, and through the collarbones, and out. You may breathe like this a couple more times as I speak to you about awareness of the rib cage again. So as we breathe through the tummy, the belly rises a bit. As we breathe through the chest, through the rib cage, we may notice a rib cage raising up and forward. But our rib cage can expand in every direction. Most of our lung tissue, in fact, is located in our back. So as we're breathing in deeply, we want to notice, we want to expand the rib cage in every direction, including to the sides and to the back. Like really allowing that spaciousness. This can help with backache as well. You may even experience a click when you breathe in, click in your back or neck when you breathe in fully all the way up to your collarbones. Not many people know that your lungs go all the way up to your collarbones. So on the next inhale, a couple more times, I'll guide you slowly to breathe in through the tummy, in through the rib cage, in through the collarbones, and out through your nose, releasing everything. And again, inhale in through the tummy, in through the rib cage, in through the collarbones, and exhaling. And again, sighing on an exhale helps us relax the body. We are vibrating a deeper sound through the body. It relaxes and softens our body, calming us down. So this little breath awareness, even though I didn't guide you fully, just spoke to you about how you can bring yourself there, how you can spend a moment just noticing where the breath lands, how it expands, and breathing out. You may calm yourself without too much effort. So thank you so much. Hope it felt relaxing.
Oh, it did. I'm feeling very relaxed. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Ula.
My pleasure.
And if someone listening in who is just feeling so at ease right now after your beautiful little practice there, how can they work with you even further? So, you say you don't just do Akashic Records, you do so many things. So if they want to go for an Akashic record reading or work with you as a coach, how can they find you?
So they can find me either on my Instagram, that's at Ula Friedel, or they can access my website, which is www.ulafriedel.com. And over there, they can find all the links to whether booking one of Akashic Records reading with me, or hop on the discovery call with me about having a longer journey together. Would it be 3 month or 6 month journey where I incorporate Akashic Records reading as a part of the coaching journey, where we have the soul level access. We do coaching for the mind. Well, Akashic Records are for the mind by all means as well. And we work with the body, with breath work, and with tapping, with EFT tapping for nervous system regulation. So yeah, we target all of those.
It's beautiful. And I know from personal experience that Ula is an amazing coach and really holds a beautiful space. We've had some really powerful sessions together that I've really, really appreciated. We haven't done the Akashic Records yet, but we've done the tapping, and it's just been absolutely beautiful to work with you and connect with you. And I'm just so grateful that you're here sharing this with everyone, because I know, like, it can be such powerful work. And just having someone hold that space for you and to feel nurtured and to feel supported, it's something I don't think parents get enough of. We're always, trying to do things on our own, whether we want to or we don't want to. It's something that, especially, as a single mum, it's really nice to have that space held, and you do it so so beautifully. So I will link all of that in the show notes. And is there anything else you would like to share?
No, this is plenty, but I was going to second how beautiful it feels to be held by you when you are guiding me. You have witnessed me in on some tough days. We all need healing. We are all here to support each other. And a message to single parents is we don't have to do it on our own, isn't it? We have to reach
Absolutely.
out for community and healers, because if you don't have enough resources to invest,
Mm,
I always say you have to start investing in yourself. And
absolutely.
that helps. That helps so much, not only ourselves, but our children along the way. Makes us better parents. You know it all too well, hey?
No, that's beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.